Hello everyone, this is Ed, known to his sons as the Angry Old Man, but then again, what do they know? They're too young and inexperienced. Coming at you with my 110th TTM video. TTM stands for Through the Mail, where we send out autograph requests to famous people, whether they be athletes, whatever, politicians, actors, whomever you want to send to, whatever floats your boat. And hopefully we get our stuff back signed, preferably not with the dreaded RTS, or yellow sticker of doom, which basically means they don't want your mail. Or they did move, but usually that's accompanied with a forwarding address. Hope everyone's been doing well and having a great summer. It's been a while. I hadn't gotten any TTMs until this past weekend. I was very excited. Got 4 TTMs to share with you. 4. It's amazing. It's been so long since I've heard that. And also a couple shout-outs to some great channels as well. So again, hope you're all doing well this summer as it's almost over. Football's coming up. So hopefully my Giants and the Jets will do much better. My Yankees are gagging. So are the Mets, but it's the way it goes. All right, let's get to the shout-outs first. First shout-out is a gentleman who does a lot of pack ripping, does, a lot of hockey stuff. Does football, baseball as well. But he's a big Bills fan. Shout out to Bills Mafia Cards. Great guy, great channel. Go give him a sub. He's up there in northwestern New York State. Bills playing their last season in whatever you want to call that stadium now. Used to be Rich Stadium when I was a little kid. And don't get me started about public funding for stadiums. Second shout out, young man Ethan S. He's a great young man, recently graduated high school, does TTMs, great collection of NASCAR hero cards. Give him a look-see. And third, Western Pennsylvania's favorite son, the Math Man, Math Bowler, TTM legend. He's a Pirates fan, way out in Western PA there. That's their favorite son. He earned it. All right, everyone, let's get to the TTMs before you fall asleep or fast forward to the end. This first TTM took 3 months. There's no fee. It came from Ohio. And the big thing was I sent it to him. It wasn't my envelope that came back. That's why I saw it. I saw my name and return address and my address on it. I'm like, who's this from? I thought it was like one of those people that just sends you junk in the mail hoping you'll answer it. But no, the player. I don't know what happened to my envelopes, but hey. He signed 2 of 2. That's Mr. Mike Birkbeck. Signed the old Donruss there. And you got to get him on the tops as well. See him with the Brewers uniforms. Michael Lawrence Birkbeck, known as Mike, born March 10th, 1961 in Orrville, Ohio. He's 64 years old. He is not Orville's favorite son. No. Sorry, Mike. The man that grew up in town, way before him, is their favorite son, and that's the General Robert Montgomery Knight, better known as Bobby Knight. He's from Orrville. That's where he was raised. Mike Birkbeck attended the University of Akron, which is in Ohio, for anybody that didn't know that. His major league career lasted from 1986 to 1995. Had a lot of injuries in his career, a lot of injuries. He played with the Brewers, as you can see in the cards. He also pitched for the Mets as well. And he played in Japan for 2 seasons with the Yokohama Bay Stars. His major league career, he won 12 games, lost 19, had a 4.86 ERA with 149 Ks. Over in Japan, he was 2-2 with a 4.78 ERA and 27 Ks. I think it was in Japan he took a liner from Shane Mack that pretty much hit his body and ended his career, hit him in the knee. Afterwards, he became the pitching coach at Kent State University, and eventually became the associate head coach at Kent State. So, thank you, Mr. Birkbeck. 2 of 2, no charge. The second TTM took 3 months. There was no fee. Came not too far from where I live, up in Harrisburg, PA. It was a 1-of-1 from the great former Expo Delino DeShields. Yes, Mr. DeShields signed a card there. Get a little better focus on it. There we go. Just sent him one. I was happy to get that back. Delino Lamont DeShields, born January 15th, 1969. About 3 years older than I am. That's just frightening. Everyone's getting older now. He was born in Seaford, Delaware. Shout out to the folks down there in Seaford, as I'm further up north in Delaware, closer to PA. Delino signed a letter of intent to play basketball at Villanova University under Coach Rudy Massimino, I believe. He was the 12th pick in the 1987 Major League Draft by the Expos, so he decided to play baseball. They signed him for $130,000. The number one pick that year, a guy by the name of Ken Griffey Jr. I don't know how his career turned out. Was it better than Delino's? His career went from 1990 to 2002, so he had a long career. He played with the Expos, as you can see. Played with the Cardinals, the Cubs, the Dodgers, and the Orioles. He was second in National League Rookie of the Year voting in 1990, right behind David Justice, who won it with the Braves. In 1993, he was traded by the Montreal Expos to the Los Angeles Dodgers for a pitching prospect by the name of Pedro Martinez. I don't know what happened to that young guy either. Hope he did well. Mr. DeShields hit .268 for his career, hit 80 homers, drove in 561 runs, and stole 463 bases. His 463 steals, that is 44th all time, so that's good. He used to wear his socks just below the knees. He did that to honor the players who played in the Negro Leagues. His son, Delino DeShields Jr., played in baseball for about 6 years, and his daughter, Diamond, plays for the Chicago Sky in the WNBA. So, thank you, Mr. DeShields, for the signature. And this third one, I'm all the way from Pennsylvania. Yeah, not that far either. It took about 20 days. I don't know if it's his signature or not. Could be signed by someone else. But to me, it's real. He signed my pirate photo, and that's Mr. Dave Justy right down there. Give it a nice signature. If it's him, it's great. I don't know if he has health problems, but I appreciate him signing. Took 19 days, no fee, from PA, as I said. Mr. Justy played for Syracuse University up there in New York State. Pitched in the 1961 College World Series for the Orange Men, as they were known at one time. And signed as a free agent right out of college with the Houston Colt 45s. You know them better as the Astros. His baseball career, and he had a long one. Pitched from 1962 to 77. Pitched with Houston, St. Louis, and pitched for the Pirates. And pitched for Oakland and Chicago to round out his career, the Cubs, that is. Pitcher, he became a relief pitcher because Pittsburgh manager Danny Murtaugh converted him into a reliever, and he did a great job as a reliever. In his career, he did win 100 games, lost 93, had a 3.60 ERA, struck out 1,103 batters, had 145 saves, made the All-Star team in 1973, which I believe was in Kansas City, if I'm not mistaken. In 1971, he led the National League in saves, and in 1971, he happened to pitch on the team that won the World Series, the O's. No, I'm just kidding. The Pirates. He's remember, no, Pittsburgh fans, don't get mad, I was just kidding. He pitched for the Pittsburgh Pirates, who defeated the Baltimore Orioles in the 71 World Series. So thank you, Mr. Justy. And the fourth and final one came all the way, I believe, from North Carolina. I didn't tack it down, but took 18 days, there was no fee, and that's Mr. Push it back a little. Get back there, if you can see it. Mr. J.C. Martin signed up top there. Right above, I think that's him, if I'm not mistaken, but he signed it. A little bit about him as well. Joseph Clifton Martin, goes by J.C., born December 13th, 1936. He's currently 88 years of age. Born in Axton, Virginia. He was a baseball, football, basketball, and track and field star in high school. And in 1956, he signed with the Chicago White Sox and was assigned to the Holdridge White Sox, which is out in the old Nebraska State League. Shout out to Vintage Card Steve and Drew. Great card collectors there. You know who you are. Mr. Martin's career, he had a long career too. 1959 to 1972. Played for the White Sox, the Mets, and the Cubs. Hit .222 in his career, had 32 homers, drove in 230 runs, and that's more than I ever hit in the major leagues. And was on the 1969 World Series champion Mets. Game 4, bottom of the 10th inning, was his most famous moment probably in baseball history when he laid down a bunt. And he was running to first base. Ball was thrown. Was he in the baseline? Was he out of the baseline? The ball hit him. Earl Weaver thought it was interference. That's interference. That's interference. Didn't matter. They called him safe. And rest is history. The Mets won the World Series 4-1. So thank you, Mr. Martin, for your signature. And that's that. That was 4. Tried to go fast. Want to thank everybody for watching. Appreciate it. Appreciate everyone who's watched all my other videos, the all-time lineups and all that. That was fun to do. I enjoyed that. Yeah, they got a lot of watches. If you like the video, hit the like button. Yeah, you're a subscriber. Please, leave a comment. If you're not a subscriber, leave a comment. I try to answer them all. I'm not 100%, but I do my best. If you are not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. Who's it going to hurt? Even if you didn't like the video, hit the subscribe button. It don't cost nothing. But again, I appreciate you all. Love everybody out there. I love watching your videos when I can. So stay safe. Be kind to each other, one person at a time. And also, I want to give a big shout out, to the folks out in Minnesota. That was awful what happened. Those beautiful little kids, the babies that were taken away way too soon. That's just... We got to do something about that, kids. That's all I'll say. And also, I want to say a melancholy happy trails to Mr. Leroy Jordan. Great Cowboys linebacker, passed away. He was a great football player. Hopefully he'll get in Hall of Fame one day. And he was a great TTMer if you ever rode him. So, God bless you all. Tonight, I say goodnight to my brothers and sisters in the great nation of Chile.